Hi, thanks for joining me again. Okay, we are in a play. We use words to communicate in this play. Hence, there's always a play on the words. Words have magical power. That's why they are spelt. They have spelling involved. How do you spell this word? We'll look at that in a minute. But it's the word association and connection. Obvious. Obvious. What I'm talking about here. Okay. Paused at 1 minute 11 there. You might have noticed. Again, not intentional. So yeah, the two words sound exactly the same pretty much, don't they? I'm not going to say them. You can see what I've done there, just split the last bit off of the spelling. You create the word R anyway, so it's still, you say that and then R at the end, it's the same. Same sound all around. But this bit is really significant. E.R. It's the E.R. part of that word. Look at that. I was just saying, the sound is the same sound all around. Words have power. The sound of them as well. So the E.R. at the end of the word we're looking at links directly to the Queen and her royal cipher. That's what it looks like on all of our post box all across the UK. It has it on it. Elizabeth Regina. That's how she signs everything. We're used to. E.R. E.R. So that's where we're at. And this is where the sun and the moon will be at in the year 2024 when it comes this way across the North America to form the X for woman. So the X is the woman. The key part in a minute is that two of them as well. Remember what we're talking about, the word itself. It's when the total solar eclipse has happened. Just a reminder of the date of when it will happen and form that C word. It'll happen on April the 8th. It can be written 4/8. Again, back to that fact that the woman has the two X's, X being the 24th letter, 24 plus 24. Basic math, isn't it? 48. April 8th. Now, one of the more obvious date codes that will probably go a bit unnoticed because it is so obvious. There's tons of other little ones, but this one for me is the overall bigger picture one because it's the most obvious. That's the eclipse date then, April 8th. That we know now is the infamy date for the Queen passing. Obviously, it's exactly a set amount of months. Not so obvious, I suppose, is the fact that it's 19 months. Where do we know that number from? Let me think. It will come to me. Where do we know that number from? Oh yeah, from there. Oh yeah, from there. 19 months. Exactly. 19 tabs open. Oh dear. Yeah, 19 months exactly. Oh, took the pen off until that happens. Until that happens. That bit. The crown that it forms. So yeah, sometimes it is the most obvious, the most significant when it comes to that eclipse is what it forms. That's where the word comes from as well, with the crown. Big dates. Interesting here that the featured event for that date in history, King Charles. Joan of Arc, possibly one of the biggest female archetypes in our history. Female. Yeah, under divine guidance. So I'll just scroll past that bit just so I'm showing it's still on the same page. Joan of Arc, and then goes on to the King of England there. So King Richard I was born on that date. The last video was all about death and rebirth. That's only 48 hours as well there. That date. 48 hours before the eclipse. 4/4/8, April 8th. King Richard. And it lists a few others. Then they've, yes, obviously since updated this.